name is Gina. I work with Scars Publications, Scars.tv online, and run 2 literary magazines. I'm going to read material from both of the most recent issue. First one, because it's October, we have to have Spitfire come down in the Dirt magazine. This is Jay Reed parody, there was artwork on the cover, but I think it's cool. I'm like, yeah, that's a good October thing. And the other one is cc&d magazine, it's the older magazine, and then this issue is called Faces. They're released as Amazon books as they are released, and the cool thing about coming to open mics and readings like this is when I hear something really good, I say to them, I really liked your piece, and I would like you to email it to me, and it could appear in an issue of cc&d magazine. We do not give away free books, I can't afford that, but we do have an extensive website where your writing is online, and there's in the writing section, and I think that's the favorite, everybody's favorite part of the thing, where you could just post your poem up and you see it up and anybody can look at it. But it's also be an online issue of cc&d magazine. You'll get notices of all that stuff and collection books and the like. Now that I've said that all, and I can give you a card with an email or whatnot. And that was very good. But now I'm going to read a few pieces from this performance art section of Faces magazine, and I'll close with a poem from Down in the Dirt for you. Because it is autumn, because it's only 90 degrees out, it must be autumn.
Welcome to Texas.
I was just in Chicago and it's like 40 at night. I'm like, this is wonderful. I miss it being cool and so in autumn time. Right? Anyway, so I thought I would read some autumn themed pieces that are in the performance art section of this issue. And this first one is called Sepia Leaves. Never before in my life have I needed to water a tree. But here I am, bringing buckets of water out every couple of days to my mighty oak. So it'll be a healthy tree filled with colorful leaves for the changing seasons. Granted, my mighty oak is about 3 feet tall, and it's only a tree that's in the property that we actually bought, but okay, fine. I will water it. And maybe when no one else's trees leaves transform through brilliant colors through the months before autumn turns to winter in this semi-arid town, maybe then I can smile at the 3-foot-tall mighty oak, the only tree I've got, after I reach down and touch the golden and sepia leaves at the top of the tree. It's the only tree. I'm like, you're kidding. And you go down the street and everybody's got huge trees. The tree, the house that we just bought, it must have died, and there's just this little 3-foot-tall tree. So, there's another one in this poem, and I am not going to read it here. I'm going to read it in Down in the Dirt because they happen to both be in the same issue. So I will go with this one, which I actually also read at a show in Chicago this past week, called Marry You in Autumn. When I fell in love for real, he then said to me, I want to marry you. I want to marry you in autumn, when the leaves are changing and the weather is just perfect. I felt the enchanting, changing season. This is our transformation. When he said to me, I want to marry you in autumn. This one, it's the love theme for the autumn feature here. This one's called Just by Holding His Hand. When we're walking down the street in stride and our feet pump out the same rhythm and our shoulders are almost touching and our hands seem to brush up against each other and along each other's fingers for one brief moment. In that one brief moment, our hands almost touch, and he reaches over and takes my hand. He slides his fingers along my hand, and I feel him move along my palm to my fingers. When he moves along my palm to my fingers, no one knows what it feels like then, when his fingers curl and hold me tight. Well, it feels like Pop Rocks. You know what it feels like, Pop Rocks. And that candy sliding down your throat after you let it explode on your tongue and it's tingling. Oh, you know that feeling when no one else is eating those Pop Rocks and no one else knows that tingling feeling, and this is my little secret. And I love keeping this little secret when I feel his fingers, feel this feeling like never before, and it makes me want to laugh and cry, because when I look around the room, I know no one is eating those Pop Rocks, and no one knows the feeling when he's holding my hand. No one knows this feeling when he's holding my hand. It's like candy and cupids and hearts and sunshine and all those generic symbols of love that never explain it just right.
It's an emergency
alert.
Oh, this is our text from
temporary
the Cheeto. Yeah. The Cheeto text us while you were talking about love. Everyone. The Cheeto's texting everyone. Sorry.
Just let be until it's done.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. No, that's okay. You look back.
It's causing me.
Then just let it be and don't worry. Just let it be and don't worry about it. Because no one knows the feeling when he's holding my hand. It's like candy and cupids and hearts and sunshine and all those generic symbols of love that never explain it just right. Words can never explain it just right. It's catching your breath falling from an airplane. It's climbing a mountain. It's standing on a glacier. It's following dolphins. It's swimming with sharks. It's turning your head and seeing those fingers interlocked with yours as you're walking in stride. Because then and there, walking in stride, you think of those Pop Rocks tingling down your throat. But now this feeling hits all of your nerves, because Pop Rocks never felt like this. And now nothing has ever felt like this. And now it's all of your muscles and in all of your nerves. And now you want to hold on for your life. And now you feel something you've never felt before. All just by holding his hand. I've got one autumn one here, and then I'll share with you one poem from Down in the Dirt that's in both of these magazines. This one's called Autumn. Autumn, the sight of vibrant, colorful leaves, a sunburst of coral reds and rich ambers. Autumn, the smell of burning leaves, a thin line of smoke rising from a pile of ashes. Autumn, the taste of fall harvests and all the fixins skipped for a small, happy, thankful family. Autumn, touch a leaf falling from a treetop, guided by a cool autumn breeze. Autumn, look around, it's here, and all you have to do is enjoy it. What? This was also in this poem, but it also happens to be in the back of Down in the Dirt, so I'm sharing with you one poem and we're done. And I happen to turn the page and it says, and I'm wondering. I'm like, hey, that's what I was going to read from here. So this, no, it's also in here. It's a poem called And I'm Wondering. And I'm wondering if there's something chemical that brings people together, something that brings people to their knees, something that sucks them in. And I wonder if you're sensing what I'm sensing. Is it just me? Am I making this all up in my head? Or when I glance up and catch your eyes, well, are you actually staring at me? And I'm wondering if it could work out this time, if we'd have one of those relationships that no one would ever doubt, especially us, because we know we'll always be in love. And I'm wondering if you find my neurotic pet peeves charming, like how I hate it when someone touches my belly because I'm so self-conscious. And I'm wondering why you had to tell me when we happened to be sitting next to each other that the fact that our legs were almost touching was making your heart race. And I'm wondering why I felt the need to take your cigarette and inhale, exhale, while the filter was still warm from your lips, there just seconds before. And I'm wondering if a year or two from now, after we've been going out and should have gotten to that point where we're bored with each other and sunk into a comfortable rut, if you saw me making macaroni and cheese in the kitchen using margarine and water because I don't have any milk, and I've got my hair pulled back, some strands are falling into my eyes, and I'm wearing an oversized button-down denim shirt and nothing else. Well, what I'm wondering is if you would see me like this and still think I was sexy. When I glance up and catch your eyes from across the room, or when I see your eyes dart away, when I feel this chemical reaction, well, what I'm wondering is, do you feel it too?
There you go.
I really, really, really like how you capture love.
Yeah.
I think it's really, it's
Why do you
awesome.
mean John? It's really good.
Yeah.
Finding little details.
It's,
things.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, there are pieces that you're saying, like words where I'm like, oh, I know that feeling so much. Like, oh my god.
Well, thank you. And
Cool. And thank you for doing some on fire.
I happen to have autumn themed stuff for you.
Green.
What do you know?
Is autumn green?
Yeah.
I think autumn's sepia.
Okay. For you.
Well, it's all sorts of colors.
Or red.